Welcome to the video lecture on experiment on no load and blocked rotor test of a three-phase induction motor. Aim of the experiment to conduct no load and blocked rotor test on a given three-phase induction motor, to construct a circle diagram and to determine the equivalent circuit parameter and to draw the equivalent circuit. So operators required. So the operators are, we require voltmeter, wattmeter and ammeter. So wattmeter of unity power factor and low power factor LPF, and the ranges are 150 volt 10 ampere and 500 volt 5 ampere. Okay, so LPF is required for the no load calculation, and quantity is 2 and 2. Okay, and voltmeter is moving iron type, the 0 to 500 volts, that is one number. Okay, ammeter is moving iron type, 0 to 10 amps, this two number. So the moving coil instrument of ammeter and voltmeter is required for the armature resistance method. Okay, so we will directly measure the armature resistance using multimeter also. So in this experiment we are not using DC meters extra. Okay, and circuit diagram. So the circuit diagram is it has three-phase induction motor of delta connection. It is coupled with the breakdown. Okay, and three-phase AC supply is given to the auto transformer, three-phase auto transformer, and it will be connected through the 2 wattmeter method arrangement. So in our laboratory we have using multifunction meter. So that's why all the meter reading it will be given only one multifunction meter. So no need to connect the 2 wattmeter method in our experiment. Okay, so we can conduct like this, or also we can use the multifunction meter. Okay, so now for blocked rotor test, so we have to block the rotor at a tightening through the T1 and T2, and again apply the voltage, that is it should not be exceed 4.5 ampere of a induction motor. So that is the 4.6 ampere is the full load rated current of induction motor we are using in that laboratory. So we can use, so depending upon your induction motor, calculate the full load current. So that is given in the nameplate detail also. Okay, so by observing that, so we need to increase the voltage up to the current rating of the induction motor. Okay, so this is called as blocked rotor test. So the procedure for no load test, connections are made as shown in the circuit diagram, keeping three-phase auto transformer. It is zero output voltage position, and brake drum of induction motor is free from the load, and the supply switch is on or it is closed. Okay, the three-phase auto transformer is operated until voltmeter reads the rated voltage. The rated voltage is here is 450 volt, up to 450 volt. So increase the auto transformer reading. Okay, so that is and all the meter readings are noted. Finally, to stop the machine, the three-phase auto transformer is brought to zero output position, zero output voltage position, and supply switch is open. Okay, this is procedure for no load test. So similarly for blocked rotor test, so connections are same. Only thing is the brake drum is blocked from the rotation by tightening the belt thread. Okay, and next by operating the three-phase auto transformer, a low voltage is applied. What is the low voltage means? So such that the rated current of the induction motor flow in the stator winding, and readings of the meters are noted down. Okay, so then auto transformer is brought to zero output voltage position and supply switch is open. So and measure the per phase DC resistance of the stator winding of induction motor. Per phase AC resistance of the stator winding is given by 1.5 times per phase of the DC resistance. Okay, so by obtaining the three-phase resistance, so that can be calculated by means of multimeter. So whatever the reading obtained in the DC resistance, that is equal to the 1.5 times of the AC resistance. So hence multiply 1.5 times of the whatever the DC resistance is come. Okay, so then a tabulation for no load test. So you take V naught, I naught, and W naught reading. So if you are using 2 wattmeter method, note down W1 and W2 value and summation it. So if you are using only multifunction meter, you can directly take V naught, I naught, and W naught value. And for blocked rotor test, that is VSC, ISC, and WSC. So that reading that can be note down. Okay. After this, we need to calculate no load test, and from blocked rotor test calculations are have to do. So that is power factor on no load, that is cos pi naught, that is given by W naught divided by root 3 V naught into I naught. W naught, V naught, and I naught are obtained from the tabulation. And current per phase, that is delta connected stator, so hence it is taken as per phase value is equal to line value divided by root 3. So, and voltage per phase in case of delta, VL is equal to V phase. So V naught is directly taken, and that is 450 volts. Core loss resistance Rm is given by V naught divided by I naught divided by root 3 into cos pi naught. Magnetizing reactance Xm is equal to V naught divided by I naught divided by root 3 into sin pi naught. So now from blocked rotor test, equivalent resistance referred to the stator R01 is equal to R1 plus R2 dash. So that can be obtained by WSC by 3 divided by ISC divided by root 3 whole square. So this will use the R01, that is ohms per phase. The equivalent impedance that can be calculated by Z01. Z01 is equal to VSC divided by ISC divided by root 3. Equivalent reactance X01 is equal to square root of Z01 square minus R01 square. So that is obtained. So that can be noted down here. And R2 dash is equal to R01 minus R1. That is in terms of ohm per phase. So electrical equivalent of mechanical load referred to the stator, that is given by RL dash is equal to R2 dash into 1 minus S divided by S, that is ohms per phase. So power input to the motor is equal to 3 VPH IPH or I1 cos pi, that is in terms of watt. Power output or mechanical power developed, that is given by 3 I2 square into RL, I2 dash square into RL, that is in terms of watt. After getting the input and output of the motor, calculate the efficiency. Efficiency of the motor is equal to power output divided by power input multiplied by 100. Similarly, you calculate the percentage efficiency for various slip. After calculation, so we need to draw the circle diagram. The circle diagram that can be taken for x-axis and y-axis. So that is the angles and the corresponding I naught have to draw. So by using the pi naught angle. So pi naught angle can be calculated by cos pi naught. The cos inverse of answer that will use the pi naught. So similarly, pi sc that will be calculated by cos of pi sc. Okay. So as mentioned in the theory part, so there is a circle diagram that can be drawn along with these measurement. Okay. So from the circle diagram, we will obtain the rotor copper loss, stator copper loss, and constant losses, and draw the torque line and output line. So we will get the maximum torque and maximum output that can be achieved by means of nature of graph, that is called as a circle diagram. Okay. So this is about no load and blocked rotor test of a 3-phase induction motor. So now starts the experiment with a connection diagram. Okay. Welcome to the video lecture on experiment on no load and blocked rotor test of a 3-phase induction motor. Okay. So for this experiment, we are using 3-phase squirrel cage induction motor of 5 HP, 415 volt, 1440 RPM motor. Okay. So initially, we are connecting the circuit diagram through a auto transformer. So this auto transformer is used as a starter. So instead of we are using DOL starter, so here today we are using auto transformer starter. Okay. So we have 3-phase supply. It will come to the MCB from the fuses. Then it will come to the terminals of the motor. So for that, these terminals, R phase is connected to the input of the auto transformer to the R phase. Y phase is also connected to the input of the auto transformer Y phase and B phase, and output of the auto transformer is going to be connected to the meter. So this is the multifunction meter. So we can use this one as a voltage measurement, current measurement, power measurement and power factor measurement, etc. Suppose if you do not have multifunction meter, so use analog meters and connect 2 wattmeters method and calculate the total power. Okay, so now this is the delta connected motor, it is connected in series. So now connect R phase to the R phase and Y phase to the Y phase and B phase to B phase. B phase to the B phase. So in this experiment, the procedure is, so for first we have to conduct no load test. So in that no load test, we have to apply rated voltage of a 3-phase induction motor. The rated voltage is 415 volt. Okay. So after that, again you have to conduct the experiment for blocked rotor test. For blocked rotor test, so you have to block the rotor through a pulleys. So with a tight, that is the full load, you have to apply here. So the full load current is, rated current is 4.6 ampere. So after that, you have to increase the voltage through the dimmer stack or auto transformer up to 4.6 ampere. Okay, so that is the procedure of the experiment. So first initially you start with the no load. Okay, so switch on the supply. Okay, so meters on. So slowly apply rated voltage of 415 volt. So press the voltage button. So that is in between 9 to 9 voltage. That is in between R to Y phase. That should be 415 volt. Show this one here. The voltage goes on rising. So give supply of 415 volt. Okay, this is enough. So slowly come down. Okay, this is now 415 volt. This is the rated voltage of the motor. Okay, the speed is 1500 rpm, 1506 rpm. So now we have to check the corresponding, we have to take voltage reading as 415 volt and current reading as 1.9 ampere. Okay, and power reading, the summation of the reading you have to take. So individual reading. So R phase 99 watt and Y phase 196 watt, B phase 104 watt. So this is minus 99 watt. So therefore total wattage is your 200 watt. Okay, so this is called as W0. Okay, so no load power. This is no load voltage. No load voltage is 415 volt. No load current is 1.9 ampere. So this is the no load reading test of the induction motor. So now switch off the supply. Slowly come down to the zero position of the auto transformer. Switch off the supply. Now tighten the motor pulleys with a belt drive. So this is called as blocked rotor test because the rotor is blocked with the belts and pulleys. So totally tighten this. After tightening this, so we have 4.6 ampere is the full load rated current of the induction motor. 4.6 ampere is the full load current, rated current of the induction motor. So we need to apply 4.6 ampere for that purpose. So initially keep the meter to the current reading, okay, not voltage reading. So that is current reading. So that is in terms of ampere. Okay, so now switch on the supply. So slowly, don't apply 415 volt now. So slowly apply voltage. That should be, current should be 4.5 ampere. So current is slowly rising to 4 ampere, slowly increase, slowly 4.2, 4.3. Okay, this is enough. Okay, you should not go up to 4.6 practically. Nearly full load current you have to apply. So corresponding voltage should be noted down. So that is corresponding voltage is 103 volts. That is the summation average. Okay, we will take 103 volt. And current, so current is 4.5 ampere, and corresponding power, that should be total power you have to consider. First phase, second phase, third phase, total power is 624 watt. Okay, so this is the called as WSC, short circuit power, and this is short circuit current, and this is called as VSC, short circuit voltage. Okay, after that, remove the voltage, slowly come down the auto transformer and switch off the supply. Okay, after taking the reading of low load test and blocked rotor test, you will get V0, I0 and W0. Similarly, VSC, ISC and WSC. So these readings are very helpful for to construct the circle diagram of an induction motor. Why we require a circle diagram is, from circle diagram it will be explaining the total characteristics of the induction motor, like speed, torque characteristics, the performance of the induction motor, that can be note down by means of circle diagram. Okay, so that will explain in the calculation part. Okay, thank you very much.